Today we're going to read Curious George Goes to the Chocolate Factory. Look at all that chocolate he's eating. He's so hungry. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George went for a drive with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. Look, George, the man said, there's a store in that chocolate factory right ahead. Let's stop in for a treat. George loved chocolates. Inside the store were boxes of chocolates. They were stacked everywhere. But the man with the yellow hat found his favorite right away. George, he said, wait here while I buy these, and please stay out of trouble. George looked around the store. He saw chocolate-covered cherries and fudge-flavored lollipops. A chocolate bunny caught his eye. You see the counter? It's a sale. There's the chocolate bunny and a sign that says tour in progress. Please wait. Oh, there he is. Looking at the people. Then something else caught his eye. What were all those people looking at? George was curious. He climbed up to get a better look through the window. He saw lots of trays filled with little brown dots. What were all those little brown dots? George was curious. He found a door that led to the other side of the window. The little brown dots were chocolates, of course. The tour guide was showing a group of people how to tell what was inside the chocolates by looking at the swirls just on the top. And this is good to know when you have a box of chocolates. This little swirl means fudge. This one says that caramel is inside. And this wiggle is for marshmallow. This squiggle is a truffle. This one is for nougat. This sideways swirl for orange fluff. And this one is George's favorite, banana cream. George followed the tour group until they came to a balcony overlooking a room where the chocolates were made. Down below, busy workers picking the candy off the machines and putting it into boxes. He climbed down from the balcony and up on top of a machine. George peeked inside. He was trying to see what was making the swirls when all of a sudden, what do you think happened? Oh, goodness, the chocolate began coming out faster and faster. They sped by him so quickly it seemed that they were running with legs of their own. Quick! Bring the boxes, yelled the man with the tall white hat. What happened? Asked the other man. Nobody answered. Nobody knew what happened, and everyone was busy. Nobody noticed George. The workers began to fall behind, and the candy began to fall off the end of the belt. Save the chocolates, yelled the man in the tall white hat. Meanwhile, George saw one of his favorite whiz by. He tried to catch the banana cream chocolate, but it was too fast. He chased it to the end of the belt. At the end of the belt was a pile of chocolates, were growing taller and taller. George had never seen so many chocolates. As he searched for the banana cream, he pulled the others into the empty boxes. George was a fast worker. Someone noticed and yelled, "Bring that monkey more boxes and help him catch up." Not all the chocolates made it into the box, but no more chocolates fell on the floor. Just when George and all the workers were all caught up, the tour guide ran in, and the man with the yellow hat. "Get that monkey out of here!" she yelled. "He's ruining our chocolates." "But this little monkey saved the chocolates," explained the workers. Then the man with the tall white hat said to George, "You may have caused some trouble, but you were a speedy little monkey. You deserve a big box of candy for all of your help." George was glad he was not in trouble, but he did not take the chocolate. Back in the parking lot, the workers waved goodbye as George and his friend got into the blue car. "George, are you sure you don't want any chocolates before you leave?" said the man with the tall yellow hat. George was sure. I'm sure George had a lot from eating them off the conveyor belt, and his belly might have been sore. But look at all of those workers, very happy that he helped out. Not every mess has to be a big mess, and you can sometimes fix your own mess. I love you. Reading with Mimi. Curious George goes to the chocolate factory. I love you.